and I attended Baltimore School for the Arts together. I believe we were both there, which is a story in itself. Both of us were there for 3 years. We'll go ahead and tell that story later. But yeah, while there, we were both theater majors. And you can see how talented somebody's going to be when you're young, but it's amazing to watch them grow as an artist. This brother is gifted. I'm not sure how many of you may have heard of The Wire or any of the unbelievable amount of plays that he's done here in the city or outside of the city. The real nigga shit, I can go off forever. Okay, so we ain't even gonna get into all that. He'll tell you more of his story. I want everybody to please give it up. Matter of fact, one sec. Mom, do you remember what show that was when he did Shakespeare? You know how long ago that was? luminous?
It wasn't It was 2 months ago.
It was like 2 months ago?
It was like 2 months ago.
Okay. This brother got up here. And
because it wasn't last month.
in our tribute to Mama Jackie Terry, about 3 months, for those of y'all who know Mama Jackie Terry, he came up here to pay tribute to her. And while he was in the middle of doing that, he just broke into Shakespeare.
Like bang.
Broke into Shakespeare.
Right then and there.
Right then and there.
Wow.
Standing ovation. People was like, I never even seen this brother before. You've been sleeping. But that's okay. Because all of y'all gonna get woken up, right? Woken up, is that? Woken up? Y'all gonna wake up. Real fast, you like that. Y'all gonna wake up real fast. So yeah, everybody please give it up for the one and only Robert Lee Hardy, y'all.
It's really truly an honor to be here, and it's an honor to be able to, like share your gifts, because when you choose to be an artist, we take the road that less traveled. And people don't always believe in your dream. And it's like, at 21, it's like, well, if it ain't happening, what about that good old government job? Or what about what you going to do something with your hands? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I am going to do something with my hands. I decided to write. I decided to act. And I'm not just up here for, accolades. When I get up here, I'm really here to try to inspire, to try to tell a story, to try to educate someone, to give somebody something to think about. And it's truly an honor that I was just asked to be here, whether it's in front of a crowd of 2 or whether it's in front of a crowd of 200, it's all, you never know who's in the audience that you're going to touch, and you never know if you're going to take their minds off of the problems that are at home. And I just come here and I just ask God every time I come up to just, just to use me. And use me in a special way, because I'm trying to reach the people that T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar and Joyce Myers can't get to. Because I grew up in the church. I was born and raised. I'm telling you, my mother and my cousins and my aunts, and they will fall out and speak tongues on you in a minute. And sometimes when I get up here and I speak my truth, it's not necessarily in the way that they think that I should speak it, but it doesn't matter. It's only this is an individual walk, and this is my walk with myself and with God. Many different shapes and forms, and I just want to give a big happy birthday to not only Luminous and Raven, but also to Escape the Matrix. It takes a lot to just step out on faith. I want to thank you all for sitting here. I know it's a little warm, and I also want to thank my staff members, the people that work with me at Mount Washington Elementary School, Ms. Calhoun, Mr. Tyler, Ms. Luther. There's a couple of things that I would rather be doing. I lived in LA, I lived in New York by way of Baltimore, but for some reason, God just keeps bringing me around the children. God just keeps bringing me around the babies, and sometimes I'm just like, it's definitely not for the money. You know what I'm saying? But when you walk in that door and somebody who doesn't have a father at home hugs you, or somebody puts a smile on your face, or you walking in there at 7:30 in the morning, they running up to you, and so many of them hugging you and make you feel uncomfortable. Because I was one of the kids, and children, I'd be like, I can't hug you that. You know what I'm saying? Because people are very particular about their kids, but there's so much love, and kids don't know color, and kids don't know, discrimination. They just know that there's somebody standing in front of them, and I'm honored to be a young black man and fighting all the statistics from which I came. You know what I'm saying? But I will say to the people that have children in the building, I'm going to deal with some really intense issues, and in my pieces I don't limit myself, because if I limit what I'm going to say, then that means I'm not really being honest to the character. So it's some really intense pieces, and if you feel like the children, which I believe that they should share everything, we gone to the days of sugarcoating it. It's 2009, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't sugarcoat it anymore. You got 5-year-olds that can go on YouTube and find Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying? It's out there, they know what time it is. So I'm not sugarcoating anything, and I can't apologize for what I'm about to do, because I wouldn't be being honest to my characters.
Yeah.
So this first piece is something that wasn't written by myself. It's from the movie Philadelphia. Without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, forget everything you've seen on television. There aren't going to be any surprise last-minute witnesses. Nobody's going to break down on the stand in a tearful confession. What you will hear is one simple fact. Andrew Beckett was fired. You'll hear 2 explanations as to why he was fired. Ours and theirs. It's up to you to sit through layer upon layer of truth and determine for yourselves which version sounds the most true to you. There's certain points that I must prove to you. Point number 1, Andrew Beckett is a brilliant lawyer, a great lawyer. Point number 2, Andrew Beckett is inflicted with a debilitating disease, and it may be understandable, maybe even personable, that he made the legal choice to keep the fact of his secret to himself. Point number 3, his employers discovered his illness, and ladies and gentlemen, the illness that I'm referring to is AIDS. Point number 4, they panicked. And in that panic, they did what most of us want to do with people with AIDS, and that's get it, and everyone who has it as far away from the rest of us as possible. Now, Andrew Beckett's employer's actions may sound reasonable. They do to me. But no matter how you come to judge Charles Wheeler and his associates on ethical, moral, and human terms, the fact of the matter is, when they fired Andrew Beckett because he had AIDS, they broke the law. The Federal Vocational Rehabilitation Act of 1973 prohibits discrimination against handicapped persons who are otherwise qualified to perform duties required by their employers. Though this ruling does not discuss the specific issue of HIV and AIDS, we are standing here in the city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, the birthplace of freedom, where our forefathers wrote the Declaration of Independence. And I don't believe that in that glorious document that it said anything about all healthy men or all straight men are created equal. I believe it said all men are created equal. I rest my case. Thank you.